第二课，谢谢你。
Lesson 2. Thank you.
你好 Welcome to HSK Standard Course Level 1. I'm your Chinese teacher, Yu Miao. In Lesson 1, we have learned some daily expressions, and today we will learn some more in Lesson 2. If a Chinese people did you a favor, how do you say thank you in Chinese? That is, 谢谢, 谢谢. The second 谢 is a neutral tone, which is short and light. So it's like 谢谢, not 谢谢. 跟我读, 谢谢, 谢谢. Very good. We will practice more about the neutral tone later. You can also put a pronoun after 谢谢, such as 谢谢你, 谢谢你. It means thank you. Do you remember the respect form of 你? Very good, that's 您. So if you want to show more respect, you can say 谢谢您, 谢谢您. And if you want to say thank you to more than one people, what can you say? That's right, 谢谢你们, 谢谢你们. 跟我读, 谢谢, 谢谢你, 谢谢您, 谢谢你们. Very good. Next, when others say 谢谢 to you, how do you respond? First, let's learn a negative word, 不, which means no, not. Pay attention. The original tone of 不 is the fourth tone, 不. But when 不 meets the character with the fourth tone, its tone will change into the second tone. That is 不, 不. For example, 不 and 谢 together is not read as 不谢 but 不谢, 不谢. 跟我读, 不谢. So when others say 谢谢 to you, you can say 不谢. There is another expression to say you are welcome. That is 不客气, 不客气. You can see 不 here is also the second tone because 客 is the fourth tone. So 不客气. And 气 here is a neutral tone. 跟我读, 不客气, 不客气. Very good. Look at the picture. What should they say? Let's listen to the dialogue.
谢谢.
不谢.
Yes, the man is helping the woman to carry the luggage. So the woman said, 谢谢. And the man said, 不谢. 跟我读, 谢谢, 谢谢, 不谢, 不谢. Now let's read it again without the help of pinyin. 谢谢, 不谢. Great. In this situation, the young girl is helping the lady. What should they say? Let's listen.
谢谢你. 不客气.
Yes, the lady said, 谢谢你. And the young girl said, 不客气. 跟我读, 谢谢你, 谢谢你, 不客气, 不客气. Let's read it again without pinyin. 谢谢你, 不客气. Good job. Today, we have learned how to express gratitude to different people in Chinese by 谢谢, 谢谢你, 谢谢您, 谢谢你们. and 2 ways to respond. 不谢，不客气. You can use these words to thank Chinese people when they help you, or respond when you help them. 谢谢你，下课. See you next time.
第2课，谢谢你。
Lesson 2. Thank you.
你好 Welcome to HSK Standard Course, Level 1. I'm your Chinese teacher, Huang Zeng. Today is the lesson for Chinese characters. And do you still remember what we have learned in the last Chinese character lesson? And what are the 5 basic strokes in Chinese? They are 横、竖、撇、捺、点. As for our homework, how many strokes are there in the Chinese character 不? Yes, there are 4. What are they? 横、撇、竖、点. Please write it with me. Very good. Today we'll learn 3 new strokes. The first one is horizontal turning, which in Chinese is called 横折. And let's see how it is written. 横折. Let's look at the picture. What does it look like? It is shaped like a mouth, right? Its basic meaning is mouth. In Chinese, it is 口. 跟我读. 口. 口. And let's write it together. 横折 is the second stroke of the Chinese character 口. Okay, the next stroke is vertical turning. In Chinese, it is called 竖折. Let's see how to write it. 竖折. Let's look at the picture. What does it look like? Originally, it was shaped like a rolling mountain, and its basic meaning is mountain. In Chinese, it is 山. 跟我读. 山. 山. Okay, let's write it together. And 竖折 is the second stroke of the character. And the last stroke for today is the vertical hook. In Chinese, it is called 竖钩. Let's see how to write it. 竖钩. Look at the picture of the evolution process of this Chinese character. In the early stage, it was originally shaped like tiny grains of sand. Now, it means small. In Chinese, it is 小. 跟我读. 小. 小. And let's write it together. The vertical hook is the first stroke of the character. Let's have a brief summary. Today, we've learned 3 new strokes of Chinese characters, which are 横折, 竖折, 竖钩, and we've learned 3 new Chinese characters, 口, 山, 小. Did you get it? At last, I have a small challenge for you. Try to learn how to write the new Chinese character, 日. Look it up in the dictionary for its meaning. Pay attention to the direction and order of the strokes. That's all for today. Thank you. 下课. See you next time. 再见.
第二课，谢谢你。
Lesson 2. Thank you.
你好 Welcome to HSK Standard Course Level 1. I'm your Chinese teacher, Yu Miao. In the previous lesson, we have learned how to express gratitude to others in Chinese. Do you remember? Let's review. If a Chinese lady is offering some Chinese food to you, how do you say? Yes, you can say 谢谢. And how will she respond? That's right. She can say 不谢 or 不客气. Today, we will learn another daily expression to say goodbye in Chinese. That is 再见. 再见. Here, 再 refers to again. 见 refers to meet. So 再见 together, it means to see you again. Goodbye. 跟我读再见. 再见. So if you want to say goodbye to your friends, you can say 再见. When the class is over, you can say 再见 to your teacher. And if others say 再见 to you, you can respond by 再见. Very good. Okay, let's practice. You can see this man is having a business trip. What will he say to his family? Yes, he can say 再见. And what will the woman and the girl say? Yes, they can also say 再见. Very good. Next, I will introduce some useful classroom expressions, and I will use them in the future. Number 1, 请大声读. It means read aloud. 请大声读. 请大声读. Number 2, 再读一遍. It means read again, repeat. 再读一遍. 再读一遍. Very good. Here, 读 means to read. Remember, how do you say read after me? That's right. 跟我读. Today, we have learned how to say goodbye to others in Chinese. Can you choose the picture which is most likely to use this expression, 再见? Please practice more after class. 再见.
第二课，谢谢你。
Lesson 2. Thank you.
你好 Welcome to HSK Standard Course Level 1. I'm Gao He. Today we will focus on the pinyin part of Lesson 2. Now let's play a game. Please match the words in pinyin with the pictures. All the words are originally introduced from Western languages, so it won't be too difficult for you. You can read with me as well. Ready? Go. 咖啡可乐 芭蕾，派，吉他。Well done. Today we will learn 7 initials. 跟我读 z z c c s z z吃诗日 Well done. The 7 initials can be divided into 2 groups. Let's focus on the first group. Z, C, S. Now look at my hands as if this is your lower jaw, and this is your lower teeth. This is your tongue. When pronouncing Z, C, S, let the tip of your tongue touch the back of the lower teeth. Z, C, S. For the second group, zh, ch, sh, r. Take my hands as if this is your upper jaw and this is your tongue. When pronouncing these 4 finals, roll up the tip of your tongue and get close to the hot palate. Zh, ch, sh, r. Please pay attention to the initial r, which is very easy to get confused with the letter R in English. For example, the English word run and the Chinese word ran. In English, when pronouncing run, the shape of your mouth is round in the beginning. Run, run. But in Chinese, when pronouncing ran, your mouth is not round at all. It's a little bit stretched. Ran. Listen to me carefully and feel the difference. Run. Ran. Now read after me. Ran. Ran. Now let's review all the initials. 跟我读 Z, C, S, zh, ch, sh, r. Well done. Now let's move on to the finals. Listen and read after me. O, O, yo, yo, an, yen, yen, wen, yuan, yuan, en, wen, yin, yun, ang, yang, wang, ing, yin, weng, ong, yong. Now let's do some practice. Choose the initial according to what you hear. 1. Z, 2. R, 3. Zh, 4. S. Good job. Do you still remember the final way in lesson 1? When it is in a syllable, the middle letter will be omitted. Yo and wen follow the same rule. When in syllables, the middle letter will be omitted. Yo in a syllable is written as i, u. For example, 牛. Wen in a syllable is written as u, n. For example, 轮. Okay, now please read after me and pay attention to the initials, finals, and tones. 山 山 中 阳 林 菜 手 熊 云 心 圆 人 船 床 吃 热 冰箱 鸡蛋 司机 足球 机场 爬山 手表 熊猫 Very good. Now we have learned all the initials and finals, and you can read all the pinyin in Chinese. It's not that difficult, right? Apart from the 4 tones, there is another special tone, the neutral tone. A character with a neutral tone will be pronounced in a short and light way. For example, do you still remember how to say thanks in Chinese? 谢谢. The second character is pronounced with a neutral tone. Let's have a look at more examples. 跟我读. 妈妈 爷爷 奶奶 爸爸 As we have learned all the tones, let's focus on the tone marks. A tone mark should be always put above a vowel and is never above an initial. If there's only one vowel in a syllable, just put a tone mark above that vowel. For example, ma. The only vowel is a, so the tone mark should be above a, ma. If there are 2 or more vowels in a final, the tone marks should be put in this priority sequence. A, o, i, u, ü. That means if you see an a in a final, just put a tone mark above a. If there's no R, put the tone mark above all, and so on. If you see both E and U in the same final, you always mark the tone above the. For example, 再见，学校，篮球，睡觉。A neutral tone is unmarked. For example, 谢谢，对不起，不客气。Now let's do some practice. Here are some pinyin without tones. Listen to me carefully and put the tone marks. 1. 帮忙，帮忙。2. 时间，时间。3. 身体，身体。4. 好吃，好吃。5. 开会，开会。6. 牛奶，牛奶。Okay, today we have learned all the initials and finals and tones, and we have also learned how to mark the tones. Please find the words and phrases in Lesson 1 and Lesson 2 with a neutral tone, and write them down after class. Okay, see you next time. 再见。